त्रयंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बंधनात् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्य मामृतात्. O Lord of the three worlds, three avasthas, three times, past, present and future, Trayambaka, to you we pray, meditate upon you, we pray to you that you should bless us, that all our bondages to this Mrityuloka, Martyaloka should drop away like the sweet gourd breaks away from its branch, from the stem upon ripening. But let us not be ever separated from our immortality. This is the prayer that is made to Lord Shiva. Most of the people pray to Shiva and chant Trayambakam mantra thinking that they will live forever. They will not have diseases, they will not have problems, they will live for a long, long time. But that is not the meaning of this prayer. The meaning is to pray to that Shiva who is so detached. He is a Yogishwara. He is unattached. So let us also develop that kind of detachment, dispassion for the worldly things, but let us never lose interest in our immortality, in the pursuit of immortality. Today being a Shivaratri of Magha Masam, which is the Maha Shivaratri, it's one of the most powerful times for any sadhaka to undertake spiritual austerities. We can do spiritual practices on all days of the year and all years of the century, but this particular day and night becomes very auspicious because of its special significance in our scriptures. Those who meditate on the idea of Shiva, not just Shiva as the Sagunakara, Saguna Brahma, but as the Nirakara, Nirguna Shiva Tattvam, they can attain that Tattvam, they can attain that experience of that by focusing their minds on that principle of Shiva. The Panchakshari mantra, Namaha Shivaya. Namaha means not me. Namaha, no, this ahankara, mamakara, that should not exist. Only then one can reach that status of Shiva. Till there is ego in man and there is attachment which is born out of this ego, there is no way we can attain that. Only the one who gets rid of all attachments and the ego, this identity with the body and the mind, can transcend these and attain that principle of Shiva. Today also a big festival is being celebrated in a very old temple here, Bhoganandishwara temple. The recorded history, it must be 1,000 years old, but if you go by the real timelines, it is one of the most ancient places here, where at some point in time even Sage Vishwamitra performed yajnas, and even Sri Rama came this way, and Vishwamitra, upon Vishwamitra's instructions, he installed a Shivalingam and learnt from Vishwamitra how to do Shiva Puja. As a young boy, Sri Rama learnt, and that is what he did before waging a war upon Lanka then against Ravana, who himself was a Paramashiva Bhakta, and he had boons from Shiva. So it was impossible to kill Ravana without the grace of Shiva. That is why Sri Rama performed that puja to win that war. But truly, what is Ravana within us? We have to ask that question. There is no outside Ravana to go and kill. Dashamukha is. Each of this represents all the indriyas that we have. The Panchendriyas, the Karma Panchendriyas and Panchagyanendriyas. All of that together is this Ravana. who does not allow us to transcend him. He steals away our Prakriti, our nature, which is represented by Mother Sita, steals it away. Our mind is taken away by these senses. And that is when we have to pray to the Lord for the buddhi to discriminate and detach from that which is worldly and attach to that which is divine. Mrityor mukshiya ma amritat. That is how, in the form of discrimination, viveka, our buddhi should guide our mind and bring it back to the Atman. For that we have to pray to Lord Shiva, to conquer our mind and senses, using discrimination as our power, and praying to that Atma Swarupi, Brahma Swarupi Shiva, to guide our mind and our buddhi towards that ultimate realization. That should be the real effort on Shivaratri. Worshipping Shiva as an outer self, like a being, it is commonly done everywhere. But true worship of Shiva is when we realize that tattva, that principle of Shiva which is within, as the Atma Tattva. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. It is in all. It is you. That is your true nature. Meditate on this thought. After this beautiful puja and bhajans and kritis and kirtanas, and having spent half of the day in contemplation and thinking of Lord Shiva and this principle of Atman, don't dissipate your energy in any other things today. You chant this Panchakshari mantra, Namah Shivaya, even if you're walking, going for your food or doing whatever, whole day just let that keep running in the mind. Not me, only Shiva. Not me, only Shiva. I does not exist. He alone exists. With this feeling, you go on doing whatever you have got to do till you come back again for the bhajans in the evening. Since there is a program that has been organized by the state and they have requested us to represent our institution, they have asked me to come. I will go for a few minutes and inaugurate the program, and then I will come back again. I will initiate the bhajan, then I will go. I'll come back again after some time. But it is important that you should realize the Desha Kala Paristhiti in which you are currently present. This Desha is Shiva Kshetra. For a long time, Shiva has been worshipped here by sages and saints in all these hillocks. Even today, these sages and saints are there in Sukshma Rupa. They come, they worship and they go. So this is a very powerfully charged place. It is not just an ordinary place. Many people think of Nandi Hills and all as tourist place. It is not. It is a place for real seekers. Kala, this is the best of the time. As the Kali Yuga is being swallowed like hala hala, Shiva is swallowing away the negativity of this Kali. That is the moment and time right now, where one can transcend both in the worldly matters as well as spiritual matters, can transcend the limitedness of I and can expand to the higher self. This is that moment in time, very important time in the history of mankind. And the paristhiti, the situation that you are in one of the most wonderful, beautiful ashrams, where everybody is thinking of God, everybody is serving God. Jiva Seva is Shiva Seva. With that feeling, everybody is working. In the Sangha, Satsanga, you are there. You could have been stranded away in some city, in some apartment, but no, you are here today in this group of people who are constantly remembering the divine. So there cannot be a better opportunity. There cannot be a better occasion than Mahashivaratri, an opportunity better than being here and meditating upon this thought. So while you do sing glory of the divine as the Saguna, constantly remember that you are meditating upon the Nirguna aspect of the divine. That is Amrutattva. As Saguna, even the avatar, even the divine beings have to come and go, giving up their bodies. But as Nirguna, they always are there. Nirakara, they are always there. And in between, this is Lingakara. Shiva is the only deity who is worshipped in a symbolic form as a Lingakara. And it is a transition from Nirakara, Sakara to Nirakara. In between comes Lingakara. Like if you climb a big step, it is difficult. So they put a small step in between so that you can take one step and then the next. Otherwise it's too high to climb. Likewise from Guna, that is Saguna or Sakara, climbing all the way to Nirakara, all of a sudden is difficult for the mind. So it's Lingakara, which reminds us it's neither Sagunakara nor Nirakara, in between. It reminds us that ultimately our journey is there. As Lingakara, we are halfway, and thereby you should transcend that and ultimately completely be convinced with your own personal experience that the ultimate truth is consciousness. This is what children were singing, Aham eva aham avyayaha. I'm indestructible self. I am I. That is the ultimate answer. I'm very happy that all of you have participated in this morning, all the children from campuses, and I'm sure many people are and from other campuses and devotees are watching it online. But physically there may be differences, but if you transcend physicality, everywhere that Shiva Tattva is there. So wherever you are, if you seriously and deeply meditate on this thought, you will get the experience wherever you are. It does not matter. So wherever you are, in your house, in the temple, doing puja, doing meditation, meditate on this thought. That, O Lord Shiva, if you must grant me one boon, grant me the boon that I must be detached from the worldly ideas, selfishness, attachments. This interest in the world should drop away as I mature spiritually. But let me never be detached from the idea of immortality, who I am truly. You bless me like this. With this prayer, you should celebrate Maha Shivaratri.
Brahmana ayusheya buddharet Brahmano vai sarva devataah Sarvabhirevainam devata biruddharati Yavatirvai devatastas sarva veda vidhi brahmane vasanti Tasmat brahmanebhyo vedavibhyo dive dive namaskuryanna shrirangitaye eta eva devata prinati paryapya anantaraya sarvastomotiratramuttamamaharbhavati sarvasyapyai sarvasya sarvameva tena apnoti sarvam jayati